This is going to be an exciting video, one that you've been requesting for years, a tour of my studio. Where do I keep my shirts? Where can you find my mugs, different merchandise? How do I light the studio? What's behind here? What's above? What's to the right? Today, I reveal all with a studio tour. My sister Michelle will be behind the camera as we're recording this, but before she takes it, let's take a look at a little bit of a wider angle so you can see what's going on there. Take a look. You can see more of the setup. Things you have never seen before above me right there. You can see some old bands from different parties, Halloween parties, Christmas parties. To my right, I get a question about this all the time. Every so often, you see a little bit of this blue and black blanket. Why is that there? The reason is, this is a window. There's a window over there. There's sunlight coming through, blinds. This is actually some foam insulation there to keep sound out. I used different blinds for a while to try and keep out the light and the noise. It wasn't quite working, so the best way I found was to put these two blankets up. It keeps out all the heat, all the light, and all the noise. Essential. Over here you can see more of the Magic Band chain. It almost makes its way to the floor. We'll show more of it in a moment. Right above me, right there, that is the end of the microphone. I'm going to remove it from its little stand right there when I take you all around the studio, but for now I just want to show you that's where the microphone is. To my left over here you can see tape, staplers, tissues, lip balm, and even pens, and a little pen case. I even have my camera batteries right in here, right over there. So I keep the batteries right here so I can switch them out very easily. I keep these charged. Right above the pens and Sharpies right there, you'll see the crowd calendar that I make every single year so I can keep track of the crowds at Walt Disney World. That one does not include the crowds from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Got to fix that one up. But now let's take the camera just a little bit wider so you can see even more of the studio, and we'll start going through the tour. First things first, I've got to remove the microphone from its little stand here. I just wanted to show you how this happens. This microphone is attached to the camera through a long cable so you can hear me very clearly. See, that's the microphone that I use. I'm going to show you how I do that in a minute. Now the microphone is off of the stand right here and on the camera. You can tell the difference already with the audio, but this is how we're going to show you the studio. So now Michelle's going to take the camera off the tripod and we're going to show you a little bit more of the studio. Here's a much wider shot of the studio. You can see my two box lights right here. I've had these for like 4 years, love them. They've been doing extremely well. Here's another look at that boom tripod kind of thing. This is where I will actually put that microphone that's on top of the camera right now, and the camera itself sits on this tripod. So the camera, then microphone, and then here's the view of the desk. So it's a really wide angle with that wide lens, but it works perfectly for me. Here's another look at those blankets right here that cover the window, again for light, heat, and sound. Another look at those Magic Bands, super long chain at this point, only going to get longer, and I love it. The buttons across, pin boards, there's Mickey sitting right there at the corner of the desk. Postcard up there, some very merry and not so scary Halloween bands. Computer, there's Captain Rex and Pegasus kind of on his mug right there. My calendar. And that's basically the desk setup. I love it. It's, you know, it's perfect for me. I like it just for me. Is it for everyone? No, but it's perfect for me. Let's take you over here. You can see my Walt and Mickey partner statue. Tissues for, you know, that time of year. It's a lot of allergies all around. Tape, stapler, that key lime lip balm that Michelle and I got. Michelle, awesome key lime lip balm. Post-it notes, scissors, tape, pencils, pens, lip balm, just about everything I could need for making videos, taking notes, a lot of pens and Sharpies. It's just never enough pens, never enough Sharpies. Inside these little drawers, I've got some extra tools that I might need for filming. Extra SD cards, some extra RAM for my computer, some extra small USB thumb drives, and so on. There's also some microfiber cloths in there too, just a lot of little things I might need. Right next to this light right here, we've got my live stream setup. This is the AT2020 microphone condenser mic with pop filter and its little stand right there, and the Logitech HD webcam. I've used it on this tripod for a while. The tripod's broken just a little bit, but it works perfectly for those live streams. You've seen the two box lights that sit in front of me. This is the third light that I use. This large box light kind of sits up above, illuminates the desk perfectly. I love these soft box lights, the best ever. Now that you've seen where it is, I'm going to move it so that we can see more of these shelves. Now that the light is out of the way, you can see more of the magnetic items right over here. Take a look at the pass holder magnets. There's a Figment magnet right there for the Cruise, DVC, other pass holder ones, Tokyo Disney Sea right there. There's even a button right here, happy birthday, to celebrate my birthday right there. And I use these magnets that I found online, super helpful. Just hold them to the metal cabinets. I love that. In the future, I want to do even more with magnets. I love the fact that these stick to these cabinets super well, but in the future, I want to showcase more of them throughout the studio. Now onto the shelves here, and you'll notice that one of the first items, Figment and the Dreamfinder Zoom right there. I absolutely love this one, kind of flying flying by on his dream machine right there. Love it. Above you can see boxes, the countdown timer. There's Slinky Dog up there, but these are really used kind of for storage. Some of the things that are throughout here, I store in the boxes up there, and there's a special Disney countdown up there. In here, this is actually my Christmas tree that lights up during the holidays, all about Disney. Love that one. Hanging right below the boxes right here, you'll notice several Christmas tree ornaments that friends have sent to me or have collected over the years. There's a DVC one right there commemorating different cruises that friends have actually custom made for me. I hang them all there throughout the year to remember the happiest time of year. Right over here, you'll see different artwork is actually stacked back there. I have so much artwork I want to hang up in future studios. It's all right there, getting ready to be hung in the future. Different custom ears that friends have sent me. Even Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom custom cards. Super cool. There are so many cool cards here. There's actually one, look at that. The Michael K. official Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card right there. I've got different powers like my Charming Attack, Charming Boost, Charming Shield. Love it. Next to the artwork and the ears, you'll find the plush section. Take a look at Plush Figment right there. There's Olu from Aulani. I couldn't get one from our adventure, so a very kind friend sent me one. Love my Olu. There's more plush back there. Sorcerer, Mickey, Eva, and Wally. Ah, awesome. Next shelf down, we make our way to the Funko Pop section and several other great items, including the official Michael bobblehead. What do you think? Super awesome. Behind there, you'll find my special magic mug, which I have made, a Coke bottle with my name on it, and look at all of these special Funko Pops. They keep going and going. There's Apprentice Mickey, Figment, Hades. There are several behind them, too. I want to be able to showcase all of them in the future. Above the Funko Pops here, you'll notice the keychain section with a very cool old classic MGM Studios keychain. Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, and even a Mickey Halloween Magic Band puck holder. Very, very cool. In addition, you'll see pins all over. There's a special Iron Man Infinity War, a Christmas countdown. There's a Halloween one right back there. And above, look over here, you can actually see those little Tsum Tsum plushes. They're stacked all throughout, which I think is super cool. There's the Haunted Mansion, Minnie and Mickey, the Beast, Remy, and more. C-3PO. Constant Tsum collection building all the time. Now we're at the special Disney mugs, and I hang on to this one and many others like the Christmas one and the Halloween one, but this one has no handle. Reminds me of the different changes that Disney makes all the time and how you should never be afraid to take chances. Right up here we have those special themed cruise banners. The Marvel Day at Sea Adventure with Michelle. That was so much fun, it was. And a Star Wars Day at Sea Adventure. Michelle, we're gonna do one of these adventures in the future? Okay, that's a yes. Doing one of those Star Wars Day at Sea adventures. This was actually sent by a friend. Right back here, you'll see one of those special cauldron popcorn containers. I don't know if you can tell that it's lighting up there, but that is such a cool one where I usually can keep a few pins back there, but believe it or not, I've already packed those. Right up front, you'll see Dancing Olaf right here, given to me by my mom. There's a rose right here, and a story behind this one. I had one of the Beauty and the Beast special rose tumblers that fell, hit the leg of my light, and shattered. And the only thing that survived was the rose, so it reminds me to slow down a little bit as I'm doing things and not rush, because then things break, so I don't want anything to break. Following the shelves down, you'll see we have some very cool items right here. We'll start with this Star Destroyer figure right there, sent to me by a very kind friend. It is so cool. I keep it near the AT-AT popcorn bucket, also sent by extremely kind friends. When I got this popcorn bucket from friends, it's actually one of the very first ones I ever got, with the moving head right there, the legs right there, put popcorn on the inside. So cool. In these special cases right here, I have some very special tickets. You'll notice that they're wrapped in that plastic right there. One's from Disneyland, one's from Walt Disney World. Believe it or not, these are the tickets that were used originally at the Disney parks. I think both of these are totally complete with the e-ticket and all the other tickets in there, so I've got them in these very special plastic containers, so you can look at them, friends can see them, but they won't get damaged, which is nice. I've got another one here, missing some of those tickets, but still, I really treasure these. Right in front of those tickets, I've got the People Mover car right here, custom made by friends using a 3D printer. It is so, so cool. It's even got a cone right here for when the car is out of order. Love it. In this little pouch right here, I've got my GoPro. I keep it safe right in there when I'm not using it. Again, it's really, really smart to use these things, especially for delicate equipment. R2-D2 spinner right here. Mickey Happy Birthday plastic mug right there, and the Gorilla Pod that I use when I'm vlogging. Right over here, I keep all of my active magic bands, all the ones with those special designs. I've got 2 different rows of them here. Galactic Hero button, when they used to have the larger Galactic Hero. Several of these boxes that are for those very special magic bands, and you'll notice the, whoops, little wrench right there when needed, and the Twinings Caramel Ribose Tea. This is from the Disney Cruise Line. A very kind friend sent these to my dad and one for me. So Dad gave one to me. I drink it on those special days when I'm missing the Disney Cruise Line. Now let's move on down to the lower shelves here. You'll notice this is where my mug collection begins. Starting over here, I've got some extra Sharpies as needed. Can never have enough Sharpies. Orange Bird Sipper Cup. Take a look at Chewbacca right there. Cool plastic mug. Avengers, Hades, so many mugs here. You can see a Starbucks one back there. Cars Land, a custom-made Disney Cruise one. Some of these glasses I use from the Food and Wine Festival for the Mickey pin backs. So the pins that are on the boards, the backs are actually in this, whoops, there we go. Special wine glasses right here. I've got special Figment tumblers and this plastic one right there. There's even a Brita bottle back there. Moving down from here, we make our way to even more Disney mugs. Teacups, Figment, Aulani, Rescue Rangers, so many mugs, including one that my sister recently gave to me for my birthday. Thank you, Michelle, who is filming right now. There's a Porg one, Rocks of Pandora, Disney Cruise Line, and so many more. At the bottom of the bookshelf here, you can see I've got my book collection, including Hidden Mickey's Go to Sea. Got to bring that on our next Disney cruise. You can see a Country Bear mug right there. Absolutely love it. Kept it in the plastic so it's safe until I can get a permanent spot for it. You can see cooler bags right here, more books. There's even an R2-D2 from the special Star Wars weekends at Hollywood Studios. I never opened this. My brother, sister, and I all have one of these from Star Wars weekends. It's R2-D2, and he opens up like that. Such a cool mug, still in its plastic. One day I'll take him out of the plastic, but I want to make sure this is a safe spot for him. I actually put these shelves together myself. This is a set of shelves, and the rest of it's another set of shelves. I have a bracket that attaches the two together, so it's double the height. It is really convenient to use, but you can tell I'm already running out of space. So in the future, we're going to add even more space to the studio. Right next to the shelves, you'll notice some backpacks that I use on our adventures. This is the main backpack, that black one that I use through the different parks. Right behind it is that Captain America one. This is the one that I use for Disney cruises. I love this one for the cruises and this one for the parks. Right up front is my plush Figment, the Pillow Pet Figment, looking at us all the time, making sure we're continuing to use our imagination. Hercules and Pegasus Funko Pops, and some special Disney Cruise and Disney World photo books. I want to fill them up with family photos in the future. I want to get more into these photo books so I can keep them forever because I really love to hang on to those memories. Figment, the Hercules and Pegasus, Funko Pop, and the photo books are all sitting on this cabinet right here. I'm going to show you. It's full of Disney goodies. It's a great one. But in front of it is my mailing roller case, and I'm using this kind of to mail items to friends. I've got stamps here. I've got my P.O. box information, and all sorts of other mailing information is in this special rolling case. It's super helpful so I can kind of get it out of the way and get to this one. This shelf is full of Disney goodies, but in this drawer right here you can see the different maps and guides that you send me, so I always have them handy in case I want to think about what I want to make my next video about. If I'm thinking about going to Hong Kong Disneyland in the future, this is the drawer I will go to, so I keep them all organized relatively well so I know where everything is. Next to Figment and Hercules and Pegasus, the hanging bags, and even Disney Cruise Line and other lanyards back there. I'm going to show even more in the future. It's hard to show everything, so if there's things hidden behind that you sent me that are not shown here, it doesn't mean I don't love them. I'm just running out of space, as you can see. Next to all of that is my entire Disney shirt collection. You can see I've got a ton of them. I love every single one. Perfect for every occasion. The most common question I get, how many shirts do I have? I have no idea at this point. Well over 200. I love every single one. You can see they're all stacked, ready to go at any time. At the top, you'll find Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet Sipper from our Marvel Day at Sea adventure. A special Donald figure is behind that. I'm going to be showcasing him more in the future. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. More of the black shelves. These right here are in that box right there. The black box is where I transport Walt and Mickey, the partner statue that you very kindly gave me. It goes in that one right there. And then right on the side here, you'll find some of those special ribbons and different virtual runs that I've been trying to get into, the Castaway Key 5K, and different lanyards. I try to order the shirts in terms of when I wore them last. So the ones up here I haven't worn in a long time and will likely be seen in an upcoming video. The ones at the bottom are ones that I've worn relatively recently. In this little shelf right here, I keep some of my Hawaiian shirts and those dry fit shirts, which I love. And over here, I've got some of the holiday shirts, just in time for the happiest time of year. Moving down over here, you'll see some cruise shirts and some warmer weather attire, like sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, and blankets right here. The Marvel Day at Sea adventure blanket, love that one. Michelle has one too. Star Wars blanket, which you sent to me. Some rain gear over here on the right hand side, like that poncho. older tripod right there. I use that kind of folding one when needed. And I'll end the tour with a lightsaber from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Not built from Savi's workshop, but I do want to do that at some point in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this look at my studio where I keep several of the items that you send me and truly appreciate. And then all of them are about to be packed up and sent to a new location when we move to Orlando, Florida. So excited. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my studio where I keep several of the items that you send me. It means so much to me. I cannot begin to tell you how much I appreciate it. There are a few items like hats and some books that I have already packed, some costumes I've already packed. In the future, I'll showcase even more, but I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time.
Have a magical day.